Greetings, everyone. I hope you and your families are well. These are trying times for us all. And we all have questions like, will our families and friends stay safe and healthy? When will this end? We don't know the answers to those questions, but there are other ones that we can try to answer. The SUNY Brockport community is full of extraordinarily talented faculty and staff who are experts in their field, and I've been joined with two of them today. So beginning today, I'm going to ask colleagues from across campus to share their expertise on topics that are of importance to us all as we face this pandemic. At times like this, it's important that we lean on each other for support. By now, we all know the importance of washing our hands and social distancing, but what about our mental health? What about our emotions? Those are important for us to deal with too. I've asked Darlene Schmidt, who's been with the Hazen Center for 16 years, to join us, along with Isha Travers from the Hazen Center as well. Isha's been with us since August. I did ask them for a fun fact about themselves, and Isha says that if we know her well, she's always humming or laughing. So if you hear something in the background, it may be that. And also, if you hear a ping pong table going, that's also the fun fact about Darlene. She's excellent at ping pong. But now to the questions we really want to ask. First of all, the world is a scary place these days, and we've all been thrown off our daily routines. How would you suggest that people cope with these concerns and changes?
I think maintaining a routine is really important, or creating a new one. So as you're working from home or you've been switched to online classes, finding a space that you can use that has little distractions, still schedule yourself lunches and breaks as needed. It's important to stay informed through credible resources like the CDC or World Health Organizations, but it's also important to disconnect from the news. I think the more tuned in you are, sometimes that can heighten your anxiety and panic. So give yourself space to just relax. Connect with others through virtual socializing sites or new social media means. This is an opportunity to do so, though also disconnect from that if needed. Monitor your exhaustion and take time to just chill. I think I'm all for like movies and lounging, but get up and move your body and make sure you're practicing self-care.
That is a great idea. I think it's really important to think about how the body and the mind all work together, and that's a helpful way to think about it. Thank you. So what resources does Hazen offer for our students, and what advice might you give to our faculty and staff?
Well, Hazen is fully operational, even though we are doing all of our sessions remotely. Students still have access to counseling. We are still doing individual counseling, and we're running a coping skills workshop. So we're hopeful that students will take advantage of these resources. It's as simple as just making a call to our main office number and asking to speak to a counselor. And usually within that day, someone will get a call back, and that process will get started. So we want students to know that we're still here for them, as long as they're okay with just being videoed and on video. And as far as faculty and staff, we are still there for you guys too. We have the academic liaison program that we would like to continue emphasizing and stressing that people utilize as you get concerns about students, or you're not really sure what to do. These are different times and we can't always find our students or connect with them in ways that we're used to. So we can get anxious and we can get worried about them. So please don't hesitate to give us a call, and we can consult, maybe just kind of give you some guidance on some next steps, or if there's a real serious concern about safety, we'll help intervene there as well. And faculty and staff, same goes for you guys as far as taking care of yourself. Self-care is important, and I'd be remiss if I didn't mention EAP services are still available as well. So please don't hesitate to reach out.
Thank you. It's good to know that Hazen is still there for us, even in this different time of ours. I wonder if you could share some strong mental health practices that we should all take into consideration, even when we're not in a period of crisis.
I think checking in with yourself regularly is good practice. So being able to identify your thoughts and feelings without a need to judge them or fix them helps you to move through them appropriately. And check in with yourself. If you need help, turn to the people that you trust. Turn to Hazen, turn to a friend. Practice those things like grounding techniques, breathing exercises, mindfulness, anything that helps you stay in the moment, allows you to be less impacted by stress. And I think that expressing gratitude and always having something to look forward to, no matter how small, is very positive for your mental health.
I love that part about gratitude. I actually have a series of gratitude stones that I have on my desk that I work with every day, because those moments of thinking back to what's working well and what we feel grateful for can make a difference to our mental health. So thank you for sharing that. That I think is one of the best things that I've heard for a long time. So it's important to look out for each other during these trying times. What are some of the warning signs we should look for in others, and what should we do about them?
Well, certainly these are unprecedented times, and I think everybody is universally having some sort of reaction to it. I think it would be unusual if people weren't having some emotional reactions to this, and I think it's important to recognize that and validate that for one another, that there's nothing necessarily wrong with you if you're sad or you're angry. We're really seeing a lot of our students are grieving lots of losses, right? Grieving the loss of a sports season, loss of a job, loss of, their senior year or something they were looking forward to, an event on campus. And those losses are real. And so we, want people to know that that's pretty normal, so to speak. But also, if someone stays stuck in a place that seems to be a huge departure from their norm, say they're really isolating and not responding for more than a couple days, or if you're really concerned about someone's motivation and they're really feeling as if they don't want to do anything, I think those can be, some warning signs that perhaps this is turning into something more serious. And I would absolutely recommend, reaching out to, if it's a student, the counseling center, or, there's a lot of resources right now online for disaster mental health relief. We'd be happy to share some of those as well, because I think everybody is, going to need some extra support at some point. So just recognizing when those feelings are really getting the best of you and impacting your life negatively.
Thank you. I think both those views about being kind to ourselves, which I heard from you, Isha, and being kind to others and not judging in this period, are things that are going to help us get through this pandemic, however long it lasts, that we have to focus on social distancing. We may be socially distant, but we are here together talking, and I really appreciate your time and expertise. For those of you in the audience, I hope you found the conversation helpful. And if you have ideas for future conversations that would benefit our community, please email me at president@brockport.edu. Stay well, everyone. Thank you.